things. One, you've given two different examples. One, that you served a jail term and then came out. Then there's this impeachment that now means that you cannot, but then impeachment means you're permanently done. It means you're gone. You and politics, you've retired. Do you think
Parliament enjoys quasi-judicial powers?
Yes.
Okay.
So we tell you that, you are goodbye. You are done. I hear people say 10 years. I don't know who said that they have to come back after 10 years, but it's permanent. So the reason why we have courts is because, like I rightfully told you, this thing is by and large political. It's a political process. So as to prevent a scenario where people can have a witch hunt against you and put some impeachment on you and then just make sure you go home to destroy your political career, which sometimes, that thing, you don't need to have some serious legal evidence when that process in Parliament. It's just, it's really not, the evidence threshold is not that serious. So if someone comes up with some, like the things they're saying about Gachagua, and they couldn't prove those things, but just to whip emotions to vote. And we also know scenarios that our members of Parliament and Senate, there are allegations that they're actually panel beaten to certain decisions. So if people are already given a way forward on how to vote, on bills, for example, remember the finance bill, people died. They voted, then when the president said, you know what, I won't sign this, then they clapped. People are already dead, the sad reality. So to prevent an unfair process, that is why the courts are there. So the court will actually see whether it can actually invalidate the impeachment ruling, or to just leave it as it is. So it actually, more or less, the court just checks the process. Okay. So is the process sound? If it wasn't sound, then the court will say, you know what, this process was not sound. If, for example, the threshold for signatures, let's say, for example, for the members of court assembly, if that was not met, then of course that impeachment process is flawed. There's one that, the first one brought against her name, what is her name? Kawira
Mwangaza.
Did not meet the threshold for signatures for the MCAs. That one died a natural death. Until now, they caught up with her. They found a way out. So we have to protect everyone's rights. But now that doesn't mean that if you're found culpable, that now we also support that. The only reason we have this doctrine of exhaustion is that so that you can actually rest. Without you having to have those questions that linger in your head. So you are given room to go to court, argue your case out, and if the court decides they will not invalidate the ruling, the impeachment ruling, then you go home.
Am I hearing you then speak in terms